Alright, on the count of three. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am having this fabulous dish. It's a chicken and shrimp yak. It's like it's delicious. It's delicious. I definitely had some of it already. It's tasty. You can add your little hot sauce, all that stuff to it, whatever you want to do. But I had that, I had my little cute little decorations as far as the broccoli. And I have some lemonade, my little cup, You hear noise in the background, that's my husband playing a game. And he knows I'm recording. But I'm going to start off with a prayer. And I have a story time for you guys. Amen. And amen again. So let me dig in first. Give y'all some. I bought some hot sauce in here just in case. I have some Crystal. And I got the hot chicken flavor sauce. But I might not need it. This is the sweet and zesty dish. And it's good.
What is that from?
It's my drink.
Damn, man.
All right, I forgot my straw. Take another bite. Ooh.
Did we ever get back on yesterday?
So I watched this story time called. This story is called Sex and Murder. It's a new show. I be looking through my Comcast apps, all that stuff, and it showed me.
So good.
This story that I like, it immediately caught my attention. Like immediately. It was about this young couple. They were husband and wife. They just bought a house together. They had 5 kids. He was ex-military. She was basically a stay-home mom. Now taking care of the kids. So once he got in the military, he went into law. And he ended up being his own attorney.
He must be going to A.
Once he became his own attorney, he got a little business, a little law firm around the corner from his house. And he was looking for a secretary to work for him. So he ended up finding a secretary by the name of Crystal. His name was Eric. His wife's name was Ashley. Now, Crystal was married. The secretary, she had a husband. And of course, he was married. Eric was married too. So that nobody thought anything would ever go on.
Fuck, he's gonna kill me.
Nobody ever thought anything would happen between the two. So he was going to work, doing his little thing. He was going home and telling his wife about her, like she was good. She knew what she was doing. She wanted him to move on. Like she was like supporting his company 100%. And she was like helping him make it grow. The wife was like, okay. Still like side-eyeing, like, who is this girl? So she ended up meeting Crystal. Once Crystal came to the house, Crystal was trying to get close with her, telling her, oh, I'll babysit the kids for you, while y'all can have date nights, all that. So they let her babysit one day. They went out. And had a date night. So later on, Crystal had another alternative that she was like looking into. Like Crystal was looking for something else. So she got really close with Eric. They ended up having sexual relations at the job. And she started treating her husband wrong. Oh, I shouldn't say. Her husband wrong. And he started treating his wife wrong. Actually, at home. With the 5 kids. He would go home, she would ask him, where you been at? Like, I don't know what's going on. You haven't been home, you haven't been coming home, you staying at work late all of a sudden. And like, we ain't having date nights no more. Can you come home more? He told her, don't ask me no questions. I come home when I want to come home. And she was shocked because he never spoke to her like this before. Excuse me. The whole marriage, the whole relationship. He was one of the nicest guys. So she was shocked. She just kept quiet. Once she kept quiet, he just continued to do what he was doing, running over her back and forth. Staying out later and later. Sometimes not coming home at all. So Ashley tried to, set up dinner when he came home. She was like, maybe it's my fault. I'm gonna cook him dinner, I'm gonna clean, I'm gonna do all this extra stuff. Had the kids in bed, put on my sexy lingerie. She did all that, and when he got there, he was like, basically leave him alone. And say he had to step out for a while. He had to step out for a while. So he stepped out. But the whole time he was going to step out to go meet Crystal, of course. Once he went to go meet Crystal, on the other side, Crystal was having problems with her husband too because she was treating him wrong as well. But the husband was a little nibby. He was looking into her emails, all that stuff. And once he checked her email, he saw the interactions between her and Eric. And it was like he knew something was going on. Like, it was inappropriate emails. So the husband, Crystal's husband, and coming at her, asking her like, "Do you and him have something going on? Let me know." And she admitted to her husband that something was going on. So her husband, like, of course he was upset, but he just knew that she wasn't gonna leave yet because they had kids of their own in the family. So Crystal let Eric know that her husband knew what was going on, but she wanted to still be with him, and Eric still wanted to be with her. They ended up going out to the CVS one day to meet each other. And the cars, well, her car was parked there. Crystal's daughter was riding through that area. It was a little plaza with a whole bunch of stores in it. She was riding through that area and noticed her mom's car there. And she called her and asked her mom, "Where you at? I see your car out here." She was like, basically, she didn't want to tell her daughter what she was doing. She was with him. So she said, "Oh, I'm with my friend, one of her friends, and I'll be home soon." So once she got off the phone with her mom, she called her dad. Here you go. She called her dad. And let him know, "Dad, Mom's car is out here." And I called her, giving him the whole rundown. The dad ended up calling her mom, asking, "Where you at?" She was like, "I'm at the CVS." Telling him where she's at. He was like, "Are you with Eric?" She said, "Yes." Now, mind you, she wasn't hiding nothing. "Yes, I'm with him. But we're not doing nothing. We're just talking." The husband was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Eric takes the phone from Crystal. She don't want to be with you no more. She want a divorce. It's about to be over. And Crystal snatched the phone from Eric and was like, "What are you doing?" And told her husband, "I'll be home soon." It's so good. Before she can get home, the husband was already at CVS. I saw her car. I don't know what they was getting there. They must be getting something. I don't know what they was doing at CVS. They must have had a back room in there. You had to get some extra medication or something. They was in there for a long time. Enough time for the husband to get there. So when he got there, he backed up next to her car. So it was noticeable when they came out, they didn't see him. So once they came out, shots rung out, like 3 shots. It was like a boom, and then a boom, boom. That's what Crystal told the police. So, once Crystal told the police that, They were trying to figure out what's going on because Eric was DOA, dead on arrival. Crystal's husband had a slash, like he got grazed through his in his head. So they still trying to figure out what's going on. They later found out that he shot himself in the head and shot him twice. But he told the cops they was fighting for the weapon. Crystal said she ain't seen nothing. She was so scared. She wasn't looking that way. So she ain't know what was going on. So once the husband ended up, he was in critical condition. He ended up getting better. The cops talked to him, did everything in his interview. He got arrested and they locked him up. He's on the phone with his wife, Crystal, and she's telling him, "Oh, you'll get out of this. Don't worry about it. I know how to handle these police. I did this before. I know how to handle the cops." But I can't speak too much on it because we're on this phone. The husband's like, okay. He's listening to his wife still. So, once the cops confronted her later on, she still denied it and was standing by her man. Going to court for him, doing everything. So, her husband ended up getting found guilty. Crystal's husband ended up getting found guilty for the murder of Eric. The whole time, Ashley, Eric's wife with the 5 kids, over here sad, looking for her husband. And then when the incident happened, of course the cops had to come tell her that your husband was murdered tonight, or whatever was going on. And she was in total shock. Like, once they told her what happened, Ashley, what happened, she was confused. She wanted to know how come. She was like, I'm so shocked because I would expect my husband to die for me, not for another woman. How could he die for another woman and not for me? But she still cherished him, loved him. She wouldn't speak bad upon him to his kids. None of that. That was still her husband. Through right or wrong, to death doing part, like, that was her husband. She loved this man. Nobody could take them apart. So, she said she was letting go and let God. She knew her husband was watching over her and her kids. And that's all she knew. At the court hearings, her and Crystal never had any interactions and nothing. Like, it was nothing. So the husband ended up getting life. Crystal, mind you, the reason she was looking for another job because she had gotten in trouble at her last job. That's why she ended up getting it with Eric. She was stealing money. So she ended up getting 2 years in prison for that. So Karma was chasing her too. She ended up getting out. Excuse me. They went on a Dr. Phil show. The Dr. Phil show. Yeah. And Ashley was like, I couldn't. She said, I was angry inside, and she said, but my heart was just in a different place. She said, so I was over it. She said, but the girl Crystal was hollering at me as if I did something wrong with her, as if I did this to her, as if I slept with her husband.
Man, where's that sniper at?
She was mad at me, hollering at me, and Dr. Phil went off on her and let her have it. Of course, that Crystal had it, thinking she can go off on the wife, and it was her fault and Eric's fault. So when they was looking through all the evidence and stuff, they ended up finding emails printed out to Ashley from Crystal's husband. He was going to tell everything. He was telling her basically, like, I've been going through hell since my wife started working there. I know you've been going through hell. I just want you to know what I'm going through over here. I just want to share everything with you. Now, Eric and Ashley was in their early 20s. In the 20s, they was young.
You should have told me.
Crystal and her husband was in their late 40s, touching 50.
Yeah, tell me to give it a location.
So, Ashley still to this day was like, how can he love, like, what he want with an older woman? I'm like everything. Like, she had nice, she was cute. She was pretty. Why he want an older woman? Like, what's going on? I guess he just went. I guess she rocked the boat better. So I should do something better because he wanted the older woman. He definitely did. And when Crystal's husband wrote her the letter, he also put, I just want to let you know that my wife was planning on leaving me and your husband was planning on leaving you in May. No later than May. He had already told my wife that they were going to be together, and that's when he was leaving you. Yo, it was so crazy. So crazy. This whole thing was crazy. They already had plans to leave their significant other, like, to be with each other. Now, who messing with that? And he didn't make it. And while he was down there dying, he was texting his wife telling her, I'm dying. She thinking he playing. And she was like, I'm trying to get this done, do this, do that. And responded later, well, the cops pulled up and showed her what was going on. She was in total shock. She didn't know what to do. She did not know what to do. She said, how soon got into her 5 babies? 5. They don't know what murder is that their father got murdered. How was she supposed to explain that to them? There was no way. No way. In the end, Ashley and I'm getting married and added another daughter to her 5. Her husband loves her unconditionally. And she started a company, like she's doing good for herself. And, you know, Ashley said she's not going to be that girl no more. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I tell you this was good, y'all know I had a big plate. The recipe is in the previous video. And I made sweet and zesty chicken and shrimp yop. That's the truth. Woo. So good. Oh, in my drink, I had strawberries and pineapples and peaches in there. With my lemonade. That's so good. So good. I think I'm full. But like I said, the husband ended up getting, Crystal's husband ended up getting life. And Crystal's still suffering to this day because she went to prison. And she ain't never gonna be able to find a job. I mean, she might be able to find, you know, something that's going to manage to pay her bills, but nothing that, you know, she got a record now. Maybe she can come out and do something for herself, but karma hit that ass. Sometimes when you show in places you don't want to be hit. Anyway, guys, I'm about to end this video because I am so full. Did y'all see that big old plate? I'm so full. And I know y'all saw me eat. Look at this. There's much left. A little corner. And I'm done. I'm done. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on those post notifications so you know when your girl upload her next video. Until next time. See ya. Reese Cup Gang Gang.